Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel. I hope you're all doing well, guys. I hope you are prepared for an epic week. It is Thursday, it will be epic. Juventus versus Inter, Derby d'Italia. We will not lie on the channel, it is already decisive. It is a decisive game if we want to continue to believe in top 4, but even in the bigger dream. In the dream of the Scudetto, decisive for Massimiliano Allegri and the boys, but also for Simone Inzaghi and Inter that can totally collapse if they lose. We have 66% chances of not winning the game, draw or losing, but they are 33.3% of the fact that we can dream. We can dream of winning that game and maybe even better. Epic week, yes, but also epic day, because today Juventus Women will play an important game, an historic game, because we are going towards the game versus Lyon in Champions League, return game of quarterfinals. Mamma mia. We will speak about Juventus Women, yes. We will speak about Juventus first team, yes. We'll speak about Mercato, Antony and other names, absolutely yes. So remain on the channel, putting a maximum of likes, subscribing to the channel, notification ring on. We start after the intro. I told you that I wanted to start speaking about Juventus Women because for me on the channel it is not only about the first team, it's not only about the youth team with the under 23, our future stars, under 19, our babies, but it's also supporting a movement that is growing more and more towards and around the world, but also needs to be supported a bit more in Italy. It's time to change mentalities, guys. Lyon versus Juventus, epic game. Are they speaking about it in the Italian papers? Are they supporting the movement? Normally and usually they are never speaking about it. Did I do today because it's historic? Gazzetta dello Sport and Corriere dello Sport. We start with the second one, with Corriere dello Sport. L'ultima finale, the last final, speaking about today? No. They are speaking about Juve Inter of Sunday. They're already saying that it's a decisive game. It's if Allegri wins. Se Allegri vince, resta in corsa Scudetto. If Allegri wins, he will remain in the Scudetto race. Ma Inzaghi non può perdere. But Inzaghi can't lose. And then the pictures of Tonali, pictures of Zielinski with Spalletti, speaking about everything but not about Juventus Women. Also speaking about Cristiano Ronaldo, who is saying, I am infinite. It might be not the last World Cup that I'm playing. I don't stop here. We continue with Gazzetta dello Sport. Tonalissimo. Tonali is on trend apparently. They are speaking about Milan. They are speaking about the final rush, the last 8 games of Serie A. Juve Inter as well, with Vlahovic and Lautaro Martinez. We will speak, of course, about that today, but not about Juventus Women, apparently, in the 2 first pages. So, guys, is it important that the media are supporting the movement? Absolutely, yes. Are we showing a good example in Italy? Absolutely not. Are there in the world other people that do not care like in Italy? Or are they supporting the movement? We go to the Spanish papers. Marca, front page, big front page, speaking only about what happened yesterday during Barcelona Real Madrid Women. 91,553 full stadium, world record of attendance for a women game. Mamma mia, that was really beautiful. Not only what happened on the field with the game won 5-2 by Barcelona, not only but what happened in the stands, but also by the movement supported by Marca, and not only because the same thing happened with Sport. Historic game yesterday. Record y goleada, record and a lot of goals in that game. 91,553. So is Italy actually totally ignoring the women football? No, because Tuttosport, luckily, they decided since last game to support a bit more the women movement, and they are writing Leonesse a Lione. We need the Lions in Lyon. Lions speaking about the team of Joe Montemuro that is doing really something exceptional. And then speaking about Paulo Dybala and Raspadori, Derby d'Italia, because we are going towards that decisive big game towards Sunday. Dybala, that is linked to Inter, we know it, we repeat it since a few days, but also Raspadori in that triangle with Sassuolo, Inter and Juve. Speaking about that in a few moments. Finishing with the women, credeteci, believe in it, because we are not favorite. It will be a tough and hard game, but we will try. We will try to enjoy it, to be able to go to Paris Saint-Germain that yesterday won versus Bayern in extra time. If we win, we go in semi-final versus Paris Saint-Germain with the president Al Nasser that is speaking about the fact that they are speaking about the Super League instead of thinking about Ukraine and people that doesn't know where to sleep. But it's a bit the same like we are thinking about Qatar 22 or World Cup, a big entertainment event because sport is still entertainment instead of thinking and putting these millions into Ukraine and Russia. Guys, what do you want? Speaking about all these kind of things, if you really want to support the women football, I will be on the Juventus YouTube channel today. Guys, if you want to support the movement, if you want to show attachment and support to Juventus and Juventus Women, I will be there. So join me this evening, 30 minutes before the game, 8:30 Italian time. And now speaking about calendars of April are there. We play versus Inter and then we will have Cagliari, Bologna, Fiorentina in Coppa Italia and Sassuolo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games in April. It will be a hot April. We continue with the other calendars that came out because you know that Atalanta and Inter, in example, they still have one game in hand. The dates were out with Inter that will play versus Bologna on the 27th of April. Crazy that we have to wait so long before that game that has to be replayed, and then we have to wait even longer for Atalanta because their game is on schedule on the 11th of May. Let's see if that will happen or not because they are putting an asterisk saying maybe the dates can change depending on the European results of Atalanta. Guys, speaking about the calendar, speaking about being ready because we are the 31st of March for April. Yesterday, our guys were on the field. They played a training friendly yesterday. They did 1-1. We saw Paulo Dybala in big form yesterday, trying his best on the field, and hopefully we can see him starting also versus Inter. We know that versus Inter, it's not the first time that he did beautiful performances and also make sure that the Juve won. And we see Dybala, but also another beautiful surprise is Zakaria that spoke into DAZN today, speaking about the fact that he was frustrated arriving at Juventus and being injured. It is a really bad luck, but he's ready. He worked really hard to be ready to be there with the team for that final rush. Yesterday we saw him, we saw Dybala, but also Vlahovic ready to start from the first minute into the game. Speaking about Zakaria, carta in più in mezzo, another card in the midfield. We know that a lot of players will be recuperated. Even Cuadrado is already in La Continasa after Colombia. The last game he was not able to play it because of a yellow card. He decided to anticipate the return to be ready for that Derby d'Italia. Mossa anti-Vlahovic. We will see again, like a lot of Italian teams did versus Juventus with Vlahovic, a man on Vlahovic for man marking him during 95 minutes of the game. That will be crazy. This time it will probably be Skriniar. We don't know if De Vrij will be ready to play or not. He looks like he will be more out than in, but Skriniar already observing and studying Vlahovic to limit him. So we will need all the possible players and creativity to win versus Inter at the, I told you, decisive game. Juventus, pay attention because also we have some doubts about who will play on the left back. Alexandro is still not in top form. He will probably be on the bench but not ready to start. Pellegrini as well not in top form, so probably we'll see Danilo on the right, De Sciglio on the left side of the field. Speaking about Mercato, guys, after 8 minutes and 40 seconds, thanks you for still being here. Mercato, Antony, not only on the channel, we started speaking about it yesterday, but everyone is speaking about it everywhere. You open papers, you open social media, Antony is there on top of the list. Will it be possible to sign Antony? It will be really hard. We know it. Bayern Munich, Manchester City, even if they have already a lot of players in that position, they will try. Juventus is there. 60-70 million is a lot of money. Is Juventus able to do that? Probably in one-time cash not, but remember when we bought De Ligt for 75 million, we found an agreement with Ajax to be able to pay it in 5 times, over 5 years. Can we do the same deal for Antony? That is actually reminding me a bit that Douglas Costa Costa, but with a mature head and probably not made of glass. I'm dreaming, guys, about Antony. Quanto piace Raspadori. We go from Antony to Raspadori that should not be an alternative to Antony because he's also playing on the left, but maybe an alternative to Moisken. If Moisken, we found an agreement with Everton to give him back or finding a new team for him for it extra loan year, because we know that we had a loan of 2 years for Moisken, Raspadori can be that player. Juventus alla finestra. Juventus is at the window. They are not even hiding too much. Pay attention because Inter, as usual, they are hiding. They are hiding but ready to jump. As always, Inter, they are doing like that. It is what it is. So we continue with other players for the future. Fagioli, Miretti, Rovella. I know that it's a hot topic at the moment, speaking about the youth. A lot of people are already dreaming about Miretti, Fagioli, and Rovella. I can tell you guys, not all the three of them will be in Juventus first team next year because it's simply impossible with the midfield that we already have. Fagioli, McKennie, Arthur, Rabiot, and so on and so on. Some will leave, some will be sold in the midfield. And we are still looking for a big name in the midfield. So the three of them is impossible. Juventus will have to do a choice. And I'm curious, if you're still on the channel, let me know in the comment if you have to choose one of the three, Rovella, Miretti or Fagioli, who's the player most likely that you want to have at Juventus. I'm really curious about that. Guys, we see a beautiful picture of the new generation of Italian midfielders, Rovella with Fagioli, that were playing really well with the Italian lower under 21 team. Mamma mia. Guys, speaking about other Italian talents that can join Juventus, we are speaking here about Zaniolo. Not only Zaniolo, that has always been on the front pages linked to Juve, but also this time Brian Cristante. I will not speak about that news, guys. I will not speak about that. Speaking about the midfielder from Roma that went to Juve, we're speaking about Miralem Pjanic, that in Gazzetta dello Sport spoke a lot about Juventus. We know how much he loves Italy, but also Juve. He said, Italia mi manchi. Italy, I miss you. I miss you so hard. I would come so much and with so much love back to Juve, but also to Italy because I love Italy so much. There were some contacts last summer to go to Juve. It's not because of money, because I never made money a priority, but some things didn't go well, so I didn't came back to Juve. I am a big supporter of Juventus, also of Italy. He was really actually in pain when Italy was eliminated, because he said, I felt like one of you guys. Then he spoke also about Juve Inter, that Dybala will be and can be the one that can decide that game. He said also from the moment that he heard about the non-renewal of Paulo Dybala, he wrote him a message, and Paulo Dybala, he wrote him back, grazie fratello, thank you my brother, I love you, ti amo. Beautiful words from Dybala to Pjanic. He said, but on the other hand, I totally also understand the club that made a really clear decision non-renewing, because there is a new project and they will work on finding players that will fit that new project. So Miralem Pjanic was not against that decision. He totally understands the club decision, even if he had a really beautiful brotherhood relationship with Paulo Dybala. Dybala re a Milano, Dybala the king in Milan, in the field, on the field of Sunday. That's what we all hope, but maybe also the mercato, because they are saying pay attention to Inter. That is probably the only team in Europe that can give him a priority role on the field, being central of the project, but that doesn't mean that other teams can't be interested, because of Dybala for €0. That's really interesting for a lot of teams like Atletico Madrid, but also the big names in Europe. There was a last rumor also today that Dybala, in Corriere dello Sport, they were saying that apparently he doesn't want to go to Inter because he wants his name linked in Italy with only Palermo, the first team he was playing it, and also Juventus. Donnarumma flop. Speaking about some regrets, about some players like Pjanic that regrets leaving Juve, there is another one that is probably regretting joining Paris Saint-Germain, and he would have dreamed to join Juventus at the time last season, but also probably dreaming about Juventus in the future, because not a lot of teams are able to sign Donnarumma. Inter, they went for Onana. There is maybe only one option, and it is Juve. He's still thinking about coming back, but pay attention, even if Juventus, they are always there at the window, not only looking for Raspadori, they'll also be at the window looking for Donnarumma. After the difficult disaster year of Donnarumma, I want to know in the comments, do you want Donnarumma in the future? Maybe not in 2022, but maybe in 2023. I'm curious about you. Or do we remain with Szczesny, that is a top goalkeeper? Torna l'ipotesi Lapo Elkan. You will hear a lot of rumors, blah blah blah, about Agnelli stopping being Andrea Agnelli stopping being president of Juve, replaced by his cousin Lapo Elkan. Guys, all bullshit, fake news. You know that it's already the third day that we are here to speak about fake news. It was reported that he could take over the presidentship from Andrea Agnelli, Exor, and also Lapo Elkan. They denied publicly yesterday, saying it's totally not true. I wanted to congratulate our American guys and girls that are watching the channel, because congratulations, you will go to the World Cup in Qatar, joining the neighbors of Canada. Beautiful. I don't know who I will support, but I'm super happy for our American friends, guys. This was it for the video today, a longer video as usual. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you put a maximum of likes, subscribe to the channel, guys. We will see each other. I hope I'm counting on you on the Juve channel today for Juventus versus Lyon in Lyon. Juventus Women, we support them. Dai, we can do it. We have to believe in it. Fino alla fine. Grazie, forza, Juve.